Planet Earth. It's your boy Rod, back on another hike. I'm doing this hike in Taipei. It's called the Grand Hike, Taipei Grand Hike, Section 1. I was supposed to go on a date this evening, but I cut it off with this woman that I'm seeing because she unfortunately was she has other suitors. She has other guys that she's entertaining at the same time as me. We were going to take the train Christmas Day back to my hotel, and we spent the night together. But then she told me, hold on, I have to do some things. And then I kind of peeked over, I glanced, and I saw that she was texting other guys on Bumble. So I was like, let's have our fun tonight. And then tomorrow, that'll be it. So even though I did text her, supposed to meet today, this evening, she texted me last night asking about some face masks that she left at the hotel. Then she was like, oh yeah, I have an event with someone from 7:30 to 10 p.m. An event, AKA another date. So I was like, you know what? It's all right. It was nice knowing you. Take care. Have a nice life. But for today, you guys, you're going to come with me on this hike. So I'm going to go a little further down, away from the people, and then I'll show you more of this nature. Come with me, my friends. Behind me are two lovely boulders that I saw on a different trail on the way back. Oh my goodness, look at this, you guys. Yes, sir. Look at that. I love this nature. It is kind of scary, though. It looks like eventually these boulders will roll downhill. It might take out a car or something because there is a road right behind me. However, in the meantime, it's really beautiful. It does suck that I ended it with this 38-year-old woman. I was looking for something a little monogamous long-term, but it's okay. If you watched my previous video where I talked about how I met a woman, the woman of my dreams, it was only a one-night stand for her. She was 30 years old and lived in Taiwan. So I've met a few Taiwanese women. They're beautiful, beautiful women out here, but so far, I think in Asia, there's not just, at least in East Asia, there's no real stigma or anything bad about seeing multiple people at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I've been guilty in the past, but when I see on their Bumble profiles that they're looking for a long-term relationship, I don't think that's what they really mean. You gotta pick through the Bumbles, you gotta pick through the weeds. Literally, I'm in the weeds right now. Look at this. Oh my goodness. But it's okay. You know, they come and go, just like the seasons. And I feel like the older I get, the more women I get with. And we keep sharing energy. And sometimes I get their good energy, sometimes I get their negative energy. But my favorite rock star, Lenny Kravitz, talks about how he's been celibate for over 90 years. Over 9 years. So imagine, this man is 60 years old. He's a legendary rock star. He's been with, I don't even know how much women he's been with, but I'm sure he's had way higher quality women than I have. But he's holding himself back until he meets his next love. Maybe I should do the same. Maybe. I've arrived at this lovely pond. This is my stopping point. Last time I was on this trail before I went to go meet Estella, the Taiwanese 38-year-old woman I was just telling you all about. So it took my time to get here, and now I kind of rushed on this hike to get here. And I'm not even in Yangmingshan National Park, so I'm really excited to just get away from the cars, get away from the cities. This is why I came to Taiwan. I didn't come to see Taipei 101. I didn't come to see the New Year's festivities, even though I'm going to go there and get it on camera just so I can hopefully get more traction on my YouTube channel. But really, to me, my peace is in nature. And it took me living in Bangkok, a mega city, to understand that. So if you guys have any recommendations outside of Bangkok where I could live, I was thinking about Portugal or Poland, that I could be based out of in Europe, somewhere that's safe, somewhere that has easy access to nature. And all the countries in Europe have a really nice blend. They have really good city planning where you can just take the metro straight out of the city center and then find yourself within a hiking area. So Asia's great, but there's nothing like Europe. There's like some kind of golf course behind me over here. I passed another one down there to my left, but it seems like guys are busy out here trying to get their drives in, or at least practicing over here. It's real nice. And then take a look at these little mountains over here. Nice. There's a light drizzle going on right now, but good thing I got my hiking poncho, so I don't have to worry about any rain. Don't you love the smell of manure when you're on a hike? There seems to be some kind of vegetation, crops growing right next to me. I'm not sure what it is exactly. I can see some veggies on the other side, but over here, seems like these things aren't going too well. But I did just pass a construction site over there, and a gentleman was telling me that basically if I want to go towards the national park, I was supposed to go around. I kind of did. I just went around like a fence area and then walked through the construction area. There was a road, but I was supposed to go through the plants. I knew what he was saying, but the trail wasn't that well maintained, and I didn't want to be scratched up by any bushes or anything like that. And I just said ni hao, waved to some guys at the construction area, walked on through. I stayed out of their way, I wasn't in anyone's path. I wasn't in any buildings or anything like that. I just stayed on the road. I've officially now entered the Taipei Grand Hike. The Taipei Grand Hike Section 1. And over here we can see an unobstructed view of Taipei. And when I say unobstructed, I mean that there's just, I could see the city, but now I'm looking on my camera and there's a whole bunch of fog blocking it up. But it's all right. Hopefully I can get some better city views or some nice mountain views on this hike. However, look at this trail right here. There's like a nice little rivulet right here next to the walkway. And so far it seems like it's really well maintained. This trail says that it's hard for the difficulty level on all trails, but just the beginning part was hard. So we'll see if I consider it hard. I'll let you guys know. Yes, guys, look at this. There's a feeling of peace that I get whenever I see nature like this. No architecture, no tall buildings, no skyscrapers, just a couple of mountains, the sound of running water, and me walking through it. I'm glad I came on this hike. I've come across a leaky water tank. Look at this, my friends. It's slightly raining, but somehow the little leak at this top is making a very peaceful sound that takes away my anxiety. I don't know why. I've just now reached some fancy looking bamboo, guys. Oh yeah. Over there, it's really hard to see Taipei. The mist is taking it all. But this is really beautiful, man. I'm so happy I came on this hike. Guys, I gotta point out that on this hiking trail, there's an actual light pole. That's a very Asian thing, to have a pedestrian light pole that would usually be used for roads / cars on a hiking trail. I can almost promise you that in Colorado you will never see a light pole on a hiking trail. But it is nice to have, just in case people are hiking here at night. I don't know if it works, but at least it's a good decoration in the daytime. I passed a beautiful hiker with 2 black German shepherds. I was gonna give her the ni hao, but then I saw that she pointedly faced away from me. So one thing I do miss about hiking in America is that if you pass someone, no matter man, woman, no matter what the age, you give them, hey, how you doing? You just say that. But out here, since I got the brown skin, since I'm a foreigner, ain't no one want to talk to me if they're 40 years and younger and a woman hiking alone. So it is what it is. It's okay. I'm used to women being afraid of me on the train in Asian mega cities. It is what it is. But yeah, just a fun fact. I have stumbled across a shrine of some kind. Oh man, my enunciation with words is getting worse and worse. But check this out, you guys. Can't really go inside, it's locked. But I can give you a little peek through the bars. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna keep it moving. Planet Earth, I've come across some ruins. Look at this, man. A ruined house, I should say. But wow, this is quite the find. Never thought I'd see myself in what do you call it? Desecrated building? Is that the right word? Desecrated? Man, there's like even an old bath over there. Wait, what the heck? What in the world is stone bath? I can't even imagine how many hundreds of years this is. Years old, I should say. Oh, wow, look at this, guys. Is that like a latrine or a stone bath? I'm not too sure. Either way, I do believe that this was someone's house back in the day. No longer, though. All right, guys, so now that I have some light, I want to go ahead and show you something, a little pro hiking tip. One thing that I don't like about a paved walkway, especially when hiking, is that there's a higher chance of slippage. Let me show you what I mean. Check this out. I'm wearing Merrells right now with good traction, but you see there's a discoloration between the stones, right? This is a dry stone. This is an extremely slippery stone. Usually pavement like this is covered with moss or some other kind of lichen, but it's permanently wet. What that means is that it's super slippery. That means if you have some kind of Nikes or any other kind of shoes that are Jordans or anything like that, where it's not meant for hiking, you will slip and fall on those rocks. That's why it's super important to have a good pair of hiking boots, hiking shoes whenever you're on a trail, because you don't want to step on something that has been wet for years, because that one slip could ruin your entire life. Trust me. So I've passed around 15 to 20 hikers so far, and most of them are older folk, and they all have trekking poles. So in the future, whenever I go on long distance hikes, I'm going to be taking my poles with me. But I'm so happy now because the pavement has finally ended, and my knees can get some kind of relief on this natural dirt / muggy whatever. I'm really excited, guys. I'm glad I kind of ended it with that woman because she's trying to see other men. While at the same time, I just want one woman to come with me around the world. We'll see if I find her. We'll see. Maybe not, but it'll be nice. This sign does not give me the confidence that I want. It says here, this area is an important habitat for insect nectar plants. To protect butterflies, there will be no weeding in this area from March to September. Please do not enter this area during this period. This area is not safe as the trail is rugged and slippery in rainy days. Please watch for falling rocks. The maximum for using the climbing rope is 10 people at one time. Seniors and visitors with difficulties are strongly advised against entering this area. Well, I guess I'm going in. Gordon Ryan, the greatest Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athlete of all time. He's referred to as the king. He said recently that he's okay with dying at the age of 50 instead of 70 or 80 because he does a lot of steroids. And he said that an early death is better than someone who lives longer and is forgotten. He says that his legacy is more important than anything else to him, to be remembered. It's almost like Achilles. He cared more about being remembered as a hero, as a warrior, than to have a long life with a woman and child. It makes me wonder how many other people in this world can make that sacrifice, saying that they are willing to die at an early age for their legacy. I don't know if I have ever wanted a legacy, but then again, I guess I'll never be remembered. To each their own. Look at this view, guys. Look at this. It's beautiful out here. Oh, well, just the woods and the trees. That's all you need in life. I couldn't stay in America. No, I had to come and find myself. This is why I came to Taiwan, to hike in the mist, to find myself in nature. I have known too many women. I am taking an abstinence break for a couple months now. No more women. It's time that I find some physical hardship to define myself, to feel like I've earned my place in this world. Can you say the same? Can any of you watching my videos say the same? I'm not making any money from this. This is my outlet. I ain't got no psychiatrist anymore, so YouTube is where I do my therapy. I find a little peace on top of this mountain. But I'm not there yet. That mountain breeze is something else entirely. I am scared, but yet I feel alive. Oh, buddy. What do you want from this life? Huh? Tell me, my viewers, what do you want? Unfortunately, my friends, I don't have trekking poles and the visibility is way too low for me. It was really hard to see past that point. So I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna head back down. So I just had the safest slip and fall onto my butt. I got a little dirt in my bag, a little mud I should say. So I guess, you know what, Gordon Ryan, you go ahead and keep that legacy. I'll be forgotten. I'm okay with that. I am not as manly as I thought it was. I slipped and fell for a second time. It's okay because I'm fine. My bag has some dirt on it, a little mud, but you know, I guess that's what backpacks are for, right? To save your butt. So according to All Trails, I have done over 250 miles in hiking, mainly in Colorado, but I'm still an amateur hiker because this kicked my butt. Now I know I'll always use trekking poles on a hard hike, and if there's any kind of muddy conditions, I'm not even gonna bother because I just almost slipped again, caught myself, but that was good. I fell twice, but luckily there was ropes to save me. However, I'm tired of risking my life. I'm not Gordon Ryan. I can't believe I was like so macho a couple clips ago, and I was like, oh, you gotta find what you want from life. And then I fell down and I realized I don't want it. I don't want the smoke. So I stopped to eat a banana, get some water, and assess the damage on my bag. Check this out, guys. Ta-da! That's what happens when you're an amateur hiker and you think you know what you're doing, but you slip and fall on your butt. I'm so happy no one was around to witness me falling on my butt. Guys, we're going to keep going back towards the hotel. I'm going to shower up. I want to see if I can get some clean and actually go out for a beer since I canceled on that woman. And, well, I guess we were supposed to meet for dinner. She wanted to meet for dinner, and then she said she was going to go to an event with a friend from 7:30 to 10 p.m. You see, the one thing is you can't bullshit a bullshitter. You know what I mean? Nowadays, I know I'm kid, but I also used to be a player, so I'm in the same boat. I can't judge her, but at the same time, I want a woman to be monogamous with me in the future, and that's very hard to find nowadays. You know, I know we were just talking, but we were making love a few times, and then she was talking about coming to visit me in Thailand and all this other stuff, and I told her, okay, cool, that sounds really good, but obviously that's not gonna happen. So on to the next one. Guys, I haven't seen one of these spiders in a long time. I think it's a daddy long-necked spider, but check this out. This guy is a big old monster right here. Oh, I can't even get him on camera. Oh, dang it. Well, he's right there. He's so skinny. I could kind of see his body, but not his legs. But I almost stepped on him. Luckily, I didn't. That is a scary looking guy. All right, yeah, let's get out of here. I'm done with the spiders. So technically, it's not good etiquette, nature-wise, to be playing music while you're on a hike. But the way I see it, I'm only gonna not play music if there's monkeys around or any kind of large mammals or birds. But if they're just like regular BS animals, like squirrels and stuff like that, then you guys gotta listen to my music only when I'm going down, okay? And if I was in extreme nature, I wouldn't be playing music that much. Like when I was in Shushan, I would not play music there. Why? Because it's monkeys. I don't want to disturb the monkeys. But here, near Yangmingshan, there's barely any monkeys. You know, I don't think there's any monkeys actually, and there's no bears. So I feel comfortable playing the music here. Food for thought. I only play music if I ever see any locals, any elders on the same hike, and they're playing music too. So here in Taiwan, in Shushan, and over here in Yangmingshan, I've seen people, elderly people, playing some nice Chinese music. Well, I guess Taiwanese music. So I feel more comfortable doing it here. So I hit that gentleman with the ni hao, and he didn't even look at me. So, you know, it's one of those things. It's okay. In America, it's almost like some people get overtly polite, and a lot of the American population don't like it. I miss it, bro. I miss that Southern comfort. I miss people saying, "Hey, how you doing?" I love it, man. That's the one thing I miss the most about America. Even if it's empty words, I don't care, man. People will look at you in your eyes. But, hey, what's up, man? Or they'll give you the nod, something, man. Something to acknowledge that, I don't know, you're alive. That I have a voice. I don't know. I know he's doing his own thing. He was struggling, hiking, whatever, but I do miss that about being in America. The second gentleman that ignored me, unfortunately, he wasn't feeling me. It's okay. I hit him with the ni hao, and he hit me with the ignore. He didn't want to talk to my brown American ass. It's okay. It's okay. I'll go back to Europe, where people acknowledge each other. I miss that, man. I miss that about America. Oh, out here, I am not worth people's time. They don't want to look at me, you know. Except for the elder folks. I don't know, it's really strange. That guy was probably in his 30s. It's okay. It's all right. Oh my goodness, guys. This gentleman behind me, he hit me with the ni hao and a wave. Oh my goodness, that was the friendliest interaction I've had with a stranger in a long time. Well, in Taiwan for sure. Oh man, that filled my heart with some warmth. Especially after these two strangers just ignored me. And that guy was like in his 50s or 60s. So it was really nice to be acknowledged. Especially, he said, I went ni hao, he went ni hao. And I was like, bro, oh my God, I could get stood up by women all day. I'll get left on red, you know, break my heart. But when a man ignores me, it hits differently, man. So now, God, that guy really just made my day. Just because he ni hao, that. Oh, yes, man. I'm a man. I'm a human being. Thank you. Thank you for saying hi to me. Thank you. Also, I've been playing music on my Marshall speaker while going down this hike. But every time I see someone, I immediately pause the music. So I'm not going to just blast music while hiking by someone. I pause the music as soon as I see them, and I make sure that they enjoy their silence as much as, you know, I can give them. If they're like 30, 40, 100 feet away from me down the hike, I can see them, turn off the music. You know, so I always try to give that respect. So I passed by a lovely woman that was picking some vegetables out of her garden, and she said to me, well, I said ni hao. She said ni hao. Then she said patayo. And I was like, patayo. I don't know what that means. Then she said patayo again. So I looked it up on the translator. I said patayo, Chinese to English, and then in the translator it says afraid he has. I'm not sure what she's talking about, but yeah, that was a great interaction. There's something about the beauty of land. Beauty of rivers, trees, mountains, nature, I don't know. Undefinable it is. I've seen some beautiful women in my life, but it's like the older I get, the more I see, the more I travel, the more nothing compares to really good landscape views. I mean, look at that, guys. Over there's the city of Taipei. There's some skyscrapers over there, but a lot of the mist is blocking it. That's all right. Oh, it's a great day. Check this out, guys. There's a nice little poochers right next to me, and there's a little boot washing station over here. So I saw some nice folk over here cleaning their shoes. Check this out. Not many trails have this, but literally there's some hoses right here you could turn on, some toothbrushes and regular brushes to clean off the mud from your boots. which I kind of did a crappy job of, but it's okay. I don't mind having dirty, muddy boots. As I retrace my steps, I want to remind you guys that I got CTE, so I'm a little bit everywhere, got scatterbrained, but hey, it is what it is. I'm a hypocrite. Hey, you know, just live one day at a time, one chow at a time. It's a good life. Back at the peaceful rivulet, my friends. Look at this. If you guys don't believe me, I had to tell one of my army friends years ago when I introduced him to the word rivulet. He said, "Is that a real word?" I was like, "Yes, it is." He didn't believe me. We looked up in the dictionary. It is rivulet, rivulet. Yes, I learned it from I think it was in Game of Thrones, in the books, not the show. But check it out. It's one of my favorite words. Reminder, I don't know if you guys ever seen the Bridge to Terabithia, but this, I don't know, this little cove with trees, it reminds me of it. I always viewed myself as like a little more adventurous in that movie. That movie inspired me to go out into nature, into the woods, because in Florida, there's woods, but it's more like the swampy woods. We don't have no like nice hills or anything like that. So if you guys haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's kind of cute. Guys, I'm passing by this golf course I was at earlier because of the trail, but look at this Maybach. It's an older model, but holy shoot. I won't show the license plate. Come on, guys. I have some sense of courtesy. That's a really nice older model, Maybach. Clean, super clean. Guys, I found my little makeshift bridge to Terabithia. Check this out, dude. I walked past this earlier. I didn't even recognize it. Oh my goodness, it's like a little concrete walkway just for, well, I guess the water pipe and whatnot. But then we have a beautiful view of this nice pond. Oh my goodness, look how many ducks there are, dude. Holy crap, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but I'm seeing at least 40, maybe 30 ducks. But wow, this is a beautiful little pond. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy I came out here, man. I'm so happy. It's like just another beautiful day in my life. You know, I don't deserve this freedom. I really don't. I've messed up a lot, but somehow I came out on top. I don't know. I'm injured. You know, my PP ain't working half the time, but I'm happy, man. I'm really happy. For the first time in years, I feel alive. I feel so alive when I'm on a hike. Not when I'm smoking, not when I'm with the woman making love. Only when I'm seeing this earth, being in the trees, being in the nature. So one day I'll find a woman to come with me. One day. But until that day comes, I guess I'll keep on walking. Love you all. Take care. Thanks for watching.